Hey everybody, this is Pete from Grand Marshal Travel, and I am here talking to you a little about Disney today. Big news. I know I've talked to you a little bit about this, but there's something else. It was a rumor at first. Now I think it's thing. I am looking right at my Disney my Disney travel agent site. And one of the deals that I talked to you about was save on rooms at select Disney resort hotels this fall and holiday season. We talked about 30%, up to 30% off on a room from December 9th to 25th. 20% on rooms for most days, for stays most Sunday to Thursday nights, October 6th to November 21st, and most nights from November 24th to December 28th. But then it goes into 30% off up until then. And here's the kicker. Plus, you can get a free park hopper benefits when you take advantage of this offer and upgrade to a Walt Disney World travel room and ticket package that includes non-discounted 4-day or longer date-based ticket theme park tickets. With park hopper benefits, you can visit multiple theme parks each day of your ticket. So you get your tickets and they will upgrade you to a park hopper. Two things. Disney wants people in their resorts. No doubt about it. It's just there. And number two, this is a good deal. I don't normally say that. I'm not now, I am an annual pass holder. I get room onlys all the time. If I'm going to stay, because I got my park hopper automatically. It's in my annual pass. I pay my money for the annual pass and I do it. So, but for those of you who are just coming down for a few days, this is a good deal. This is a very good deal. Not to say that you need the park hopper all the time, especially if you're a first time person there, but they're still giving it to you. So if you accidentally book something for Epcot when you are in your Magic Kingdom day, you can just get on the monorail and go, and you got the park hopper and you can go in. So it's just like that. I think park hoppers are there's some things, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about park hopping. I never really park hopped until I got my annual pass, and I've done the four park challenge a couple times, and it's okay. Now, it's not bad when you are just going into parks to do like Christmas shopping or birthday shopping, doing that, and that's your goal, and you have a set goal in mind. But just to do it, it's kind of tiring. It's tiring anyway. If you're at the Magic Kingdom, to park hop over to Epcot's not a hard deal. And the same way with Epcot to Hollywood Studios and back, that doesn't take you that much time. The big time it takes you is if you're at Animal Kingdom and you want to go to the other parks, because there's really not a park to park transportation like there is from Hollywood Studios to Epcot. Yes, you go on the Skyliner and you make a few changes, or you take the Friendship boat all the way back to Epcot, depending on the weather, of course. And then the monorail between the Magic Kingdom and Epcot. Those are good things. That's a benefit of having the park hopper, to be able to do those kind of things. To be able to just go all day, every day to every single park, it's not a big deal. There are very few days that I go anymore and not hit at least 2 parks. My next trip, even if I go with my family, with my son and my wife, I will probably hit 2 parks. My big goal, my big idea this next time is to hit Hollywood Studios. I haven't been there in a while. Just just to catch up, take some pictures, do some things. I'm also going to do a resort hop trip. I'm going to probably take, if I'm at Hollywood Studios, I get on the Skyliner and I can hit Caribbean Beach, I can hit Riviera, I can hit Art of Animation, I can hit Pop Centuries just to walk over, or whatever, and take pictures there and do some resort, you know, resort things. I can't swim, of course, unless I'm staying at one of those resorts, but I'm not going to be. But if I go, and I could go that, and if I'm at if I'm at Epcot or Magic Kingdom, I could just do the monorail crawl and then take a boat over to Wilderness Lodge, and I can hit Contemporary, Polynesian, Grand Floridian, and also Wilderness Lodge. And if I'm at Epcot, I can just walk around the boardwalk, yacht club, beach club, even Swan and Dolphin. It's not hard. And really the only ones you miss out on are Coronado and the All-Stars, plus if you're at, by the way, if you want to just get a feel of some of these things, if you're at Disney Springs, you can walk over to Saratoga Springs and you can catch that. Old Key West has some boat access to Disney Springs also. The resorts that have boat access to Disney Springs: Old Key West, Saratoga, Port Orleans, Riverside, and French Quarter. If you're at French Quarter, you can visit Port Orleans, Riverside all you want. As a matter of fact, Port Orleans, French Quarter doesn't have a sit-down table service restaurant, but Riverside does, and it's either a short walk or even you can get on the boat and go over, and you're right there. But so it's not hard to maneuver around. Some people ask me, and I know this is not exactly what I was talking about before. Some people talk to me about how do you get around. I mean, once you're in the Disney bubble. And by the way, the Disney bubble doesn't mean that there's a dome on top of Disney to keep out the rain, because guess what? It does rain. But the Disney bubble means that you're staying within the resorts. How easy is it to get around? Well, it's not hard once you know. If you're good, I mean, one thing is, if you can park your car and you don't have to go anywhere in that car again. You know, there's always a bus to all of the parks plus Disney Springs, but there's not really a bus from. You don't get on the bus to go from. You go on a bus to go back from a theme park. You go on a bus to go back to a resort. Now it doesn't matter. Okay, say you are staying at the All-Stars, and you take the bus and you go to Hollywood Studios. Doesn't mean that you can't get on that Skyliner and go and visit those other resorts. You can. Doesn't mean you can't get on your bus and go to another resort like the Contemporary possibly and want to look around. You can. Now there's some things that you can't do at those resorts. Now it's a lot easier for a resort guest to get to one of the other resorts than it is for someone outside. If you are from the outside, there are times where you can't get in your car and park at like the Contemporary unless you have a reservation at one of their restaurants. They just don't let you do it. But if you do that, you're just within walking distance of Magic Kingdom, and I don't think they're checking to see if you're staying there the whole time. See what I mean? But with that said, I'm planning on doing some resort hopping. I'm planning on doing some theme park hopping, and I'm hoping to get you some videos of some of my expeditions. Okay. And that's coming up hopefully within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I will keep you up with updates. Don't forget the Park Hopper option, talk to a Disney travel agent like myself or like my wife, and we can help you maneuver into that wonderful thing. Contact us at grandmarshalltravel@gmail.com. Grand Marshall Travel is all one word, all lowercase. Or you can reach us at 828-404-5292. With that said, you have a magical week. Goodbye.